Since the dawn of space exploration, Mars has been more than just a planet. It's been a target of obsession, mystery, and endless ambition. But reaching it, that's another story. Behind every successful Mars mission lies a graveyard of failure and a history written in exploded rockets, lost signals, and silence. Mars was the first planet humans ever attempted to reach. As early as the 1960s, the Soviet Union launched dozens of missions in a race to claim the Red Planet. Mars 1, Mars 2, Mars 3. Most failed. Some never even left Earth's orbit. Others lost contact halfway. Asterisk, the United States wasn't far behind. NASA's Mariner program suffered its own fair share of disasters before Mariner, for finally flew by Mars in 1965, sending back the first ever images of another planet's surface. Asterisk, the 1970s and 80s were a harsh lesson in humility. The Soviet Mars 4 and 5 missions failed to enter orbit. Mars 6 crash-landed. Mars 7 missed the planet entirely. NASA's Viking 1 and 2 missions succeeded in landing, but not without setbacks. The Viking landers sent back the first color images and soil analysis. Yet their search for life was inconclusive. Asterisk, meanwhile, more than a dozen missions from the Soviet Union either exploded, failed at launch, or lost communication en route. It was as if Mars itself rejected our arrival. Asterisk, in the 1990s, a new wave of optimism surged. NASA launched Mars Observer in 1992. It disappeared just 3 days before entering orbit. In 1998, the Mars Climate Orbiter was lost due to a unit conversion. Aero 1 team used metric units, the other imperial. $1 billion mistake. Asterisk. Then came the Mars Polar Lander. It too vanished without a trace. Investigators believe it shut down its engines too early, mistaking vibrations for landing. Asterisk. Europe joined the quest with Beagle 2, a lander packed with hopes and science. It successfully landed on Mars in 2003, but never called home. It was found 12 years later, partially deployed, lying silent. Asterisk. The new millennium brought a renewed focus and stunning success. In 2003, NASA launched Spirit and Opportunity, twin rovers, twin chances. Spirit landed safely. 3 weeks later, so did Opportunity. Both exceeded their 90-day life expectancies by years. Spirit lasted 6 years. Opportunity rolled for almost 15. Asterisk. They discovered signs of ancient water. They survived dust storms, navigated cliffs, and sent back panoramic images that ignited imaginations across the Earth. Asterisk. Curiosity, launched in 2011, landed using an audacious sky crane system in 2012. It was the size of a car, with a laser drill and a chemistry lab on board. Is still roaming Gale Crater, studying rocks and climate. Asterisk. Then came Perseverance in 2020, equipped to find past microbial life and prepare for human presence. Alongside it, a tiny helicopter named Ingenuity became the first aircraft to fly on another planet. Asterisk. These Missions have shifted our view of Mars from a distant dream to a reachable reality. Mars is no longer just a battleground for the US and Russia. Other nations and private companies are now stepping in with bold ambitions. India's Meghalaya, launched in 2013, became the first Asian mission to reach Mars orbit, and on its very first attempt, it was a triumph of budget, innovation, and engineering skills. With a total cost lower than many Hollywood movies, China's Tianwen-1, launched in 2020, did something unprecedented. It orbited, landed, and deployed a rover, all in a single mission. The Zhurong rover continues to study Martian geology and weather. And in the private sector, SpaceX aims for something no one has ever dared: human settlement. Elon Musk's Starship is designed not just to visit Mars, but to build a future there. Launches and tests are ongoing. Mars is no longer unreachable. It's a global goland. Everyone wants a piece of the red frontier. Every mission to Mars has carried with it more than just metal, wires, and fuel. It carried the hopes of generations, the dreams of children looking up at a red dot in the sky, and the legacy of billions of years of cosmic evolution. We've learned that failure isn't the end, it's a stepping stone. Each exploded rocket, each lost signal, each crash landing has taught us more about our universe and about ourselves. We've built smarter, tried harder, and dreamt bigger. Mars is not just a destination, it's a test of our technology, our endurance, our unity as a species. To reach Mars is to prove we can work together, survive together, and eventually thrive among the stars. And so, as we stand on the edge of interplanetary life, the question is no longer, can we reach Mars? It's what kind of world will we build once we're there? Mars has taken much from us: time, money, machines, and even lives. But it has given us something greater in return: perspective. In the vastness of space, we are fragile, yet determined. And that may be our greatest strength.